Hey, welcome back, guys. In Snowfall's last episode, we witnessed a mounting conflict between Manboy and Franklin take shape over Leon's slaying of Manboy's niece and nearly his sister. During their confrontation, Manboy referenced a time where he was placed in Franklin's exact position over a major misstep by one of his soldiers, a mistake that was handled by the drug underboss. In today's video, we'll revisit that initial conflict and answer just who it was that Manboy sacrificed for Franklin and whether or not the offering correlates with their current rift. Before we begin, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and bell notification to immediately receive these videos. Also, big thank you to all of my channel donors. If you'd like to be the next one, drop $1 on that Cash App for us. Lastly, a spoiler alert is now in effect for all things Snowfall. Here we go. In the Season 3 premiere, Manboy was introduced to us through 3 of his associates. The crew was assigned to scope out the projects for Manboy and assess the escalating competition brought on by Franklin's organization. The 3 henchmen did just that. However, upon seeing Saint's re-up truck, 2 of them decided to turn the stakeout into a robbery, unbeknownst to Manboy, with the 3rd objecting heavily. The rogue duo made their way towards the truck. They were literally stopped in their tracks by Leon and Fatback, Franklin's muscle and de facto number 2 at the time. The 3rd assailant sped off, barely escaping with his life to the soundtrack of gunfire. Leon would bring the bad news to Franklin, and the escaped member of Manboy's rogue trio would do the same for his ambitious boss. As it turned out, Wanda, Leon's former love interest, was feeding the opposition information. In the midst of the 2 sides gathering info against each other, Manboy paid Franklin an unexpected visit. During the impromptu meeting, Manboy offered to sell product for them exclusively, and moreover, gave up his escaped man from the botched robbery attempt. Though intense in nature, Franklin agreed to Manboy's proposition, sending Leon and Fatback to do away with the remaining associate and initializing their business dealings through present day. As we just saw, Manboy demanded that Franklin return this gesture by handling Leon in like manner, Franklin's fallen friend who accidentally killed an adolescent in a war brought to his doorstep by Saint himself. Unlike Manboy, who gleefully handed over Tyrell to the hands of street justice, Franklin refused to remove Lee from the board. A major reason for this decision was obvious. Leon is his oldest living friend, and though there are issues between them, he's had the hardest of times leaving him in the realm of history. More importantly, though, Leon's involvement in this war is Franklin's fault in the first place. Remember, Skully's attack on Leon and his group stemmed from Franklin's botched hit on Skully. In retaliation for that maneuver, Lee hunted Skully and his men down, resulting in a shootout in broad daylight that claimed the life of Skully's daughter and Manboy's niece. As it stands, the once warring factions have rallied together in the name of blood, leaving Franklin and everyone he knows at a critical disadvantage. But does Franklin owe Manboy the same courtesy? Are the 2 situations analogous? After all, we don't know if Tyrell, the soldier Manboy gave up, was on the same level to him as Lee is to Franklin. Manboy's number 2, Bootsy, was killed by Skully earlier this season in that gruesome crucifixion scene. Furthermore, Manboy's strategy in giving up his man was purely a business decision. At the time, his product wasn't moving like Franklin's more pure brand, and the alliance served his interests more than a petty henchman, who he could honestly replace in the short term. Franklin, on the other hand, has a great deal of history with Leon, and given the aforementioned context, would be absolutely in the wrong for forking him over. Manboy has seemingly set the terms of engagement for Franklin after their last standoff, and if the latter loses his final trump card in the plug, his life and everyone therein could soon follow. But what are your thoughts on Manboy's demand? Should Franklin have handed Leon over? Be sure to drop me your thoughts in the comments below. As always, I thank you for watching today's video. If you liked today's video, go ahead and drop $1 on that Cash App for us, hit the like button, share it with your friends who are fans of Snowfall, and subscribe for more content such as this. This is Rudy P. Magic of Rudy P. Magic Beats, and have a blessed one until the next one. Peace, y'all.